just to say, I don't know if that's my connection, but some of you are a bit sort of in and out, or like it's a bit slow sometimes. Don't know if that's just me.
Okay. We are live now.
We're live. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone to the third pitching session for the Female Founders Program. Today we'll be presenting 5 amazing projects, and for these projects they're competing to get into the accelerator program. So first, we already had 2 pitching sessions, one last Monday where we introduced our first 6 female founders. They all introduced their project, and on Tuesday we had our second pitching session where we introduced 4 amazing projects. So today we have 5 amazing speakers: Precious Inunaya Ibo for Design Pop, Christine Dikong for AquaPay, Nadim Pfeiffer for Hopster, Shan Xingwin for Bia, and Terry Sofia Xela for Asana. So I'm very happy to welcome you all. It's just the beginning of the new year. We're starting the new year, so it's really exciting to start this way. So just to keep everyone on the loop of the timeline, last week we had the first 2 sessions. Today we have our 3rd session. Tomorrow we have the 4th session at 3:30 p.m. And next week we will have 3 sessions, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, and one on Saturday afternoon. So, and the voting will close after all these projects have pitched. So how is the voting happening? The voting is open to public. So the purpose is that you vote for your 3 favorite projects. And we have a form, and you have the options of voting for 3 projects. I've had a question: if you only want to support 1 project, you only choose the first question, and then you leave the other 2 blank. You cannot vote 3 times for the same project. It's 1 vote per person per project. And we have you are welcome to vote for all the eligible projects from the community, the ones that are pitching and even the ones that are not pitching. So feel free to share this voting form with your community. Like this, they can support you. And for the accelerator programs, there's 30 projects that are passing. The 25 are being selected by the founding members, and there's 5 seats that are being selected by the community. So that's what this voting process is for. So without further ado, this is the voting form. It's a QR code. I will leave it on for a while so people can scan it. We have a form, and we will be sharing this QR code with everyone. Like this, the form is accessible. And you have from last week until January 15th, which is a Saturday at noon, to vote. No, sorry, it's Sunday. So, well, feel free to vote. You can vote at any time. Okay, if everyone got the picture of the QR code, we can start the pitching. And sorry, before we move on to the pitching, we created this website where you can have access to the description of all the projects. We have a total of 108 projects that got elected as eligible projects. So if you scan this QR code, you are going to be able to read about each one of them, even if you catch their pitching session or you want more information about each one. Here you can find all the projects that are eligible. So it's a great way to learn about the different projects because you do have 3 votes to give away. And for the female founders, it's also a great resource. Like this, you can find your fellow female founders, and if you were interested about the project, you can read more about it here. So without further ado, I will pass on the mic to the first speaker today, Precious Inunaya Ibo, for Design Pub. She will tell us more about learning and specifically learning professional skills and at a high value but low cost. So this is very exciting. I will stop sharing my screen and I can let you share your screen. Once your screen is going, you have 5 minutes for your presentation. So the mic is on to you, Precious.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to share my screen now. Okay. One second. Can you see my screen now?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. How about now?
No.
No, we can see.
Okay. Okay, I guess I would have to make do with, I don't know why it's not coming on, but
Precious,
okay.
do you maybe want to send your pitch deck to the team?
So without wasting further time.
Do you want to send
Sorry?
your presentation? We can share it, and in the meantime, maybe I will let another founder start.
Okay, that's fine.
We can do that. Okay. So if you can share it to us, and for now, then I will pass the mic on to Christine Dikong for AquaPay. This is a very exciting financial service for freelancers and remote workers, specifically in Africa, that is involving Web3. I can't wait to hear more about your project. Christine, you're ready to pitch?
Morning, I was actually just finishing updating my presentation because I had 5 minutes ahead of me. So my presentation is not ready yet.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Nadine, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Let me just attempt this screen share.
This is Nadine Pfeiffer from Hopster. And this is a software as a service, and it's all to do with creating confidence and unlocking people's potential. So I'm very excited to hear about your presentation. You have 5 minutes for your presentation. Good luck.
Thank you. Just to check, you can all see my screen?
Good. We can.
You can hear me well? Okay, perfect. Right. Right. Hi, I'm Nadine. I'm founder of Hopster, and as per the intro, we're building a confidence building platform for young people. And the reason we do this is really simple. We have a confidence problem. So there isn't really currently a preventative mental health solution that supports confidence building for young people in the way they actually access support. What we do instead is we keep firefighting a mental health crisis that keeps growing by the minute and affects about 45% of young people. And even the Samaritans say that the NHS will never be able to solve the mental health crisis. And confidence is that key missing link because it's preventative. It unblocks mental barriers and fosters good mental health and allows people to be well by themselves. And we repeatedly hear that young people, about 50% of them, struggle with their confidence, and 90% would like more confidence. And actually, confidence ranks as the top strength that young people want to build. But in order to get it right, we need to fix the delivery. And we tend to engage young people around therapy and mental health professionals, which is all good and important. But actually, 80% of young people much more engage with peers, the internet, apps, social media, and community. So needless to say, we're solving that with the Hopstep Confidence app. An app like an app would do, you can use it on the go, but it's human free to start with, which engages young people much more. It makes it also more accessible, more affordable, and it's stigma free. It provides daily evidence-based nudges on what works from science to help you build your confidence. It's very practical, gives you exercises, fosters introspection, and gives you also tools for the moment. It has that peer-to-peer space, so you can engage with the community and one-to-one and share tips to get inspired. It's embedding at the core coaching methodology. It's also AI enabled, so it drives personalization and stickiness, and it has digital behavioral science at its heart. We're starting with the least confident. I mentioned young people. They're often feeling fearful and afraid, stressed, scared to be themselves, withdrawn, unhappy, like imposters, etc., etc. The way we reach them is B2C as well as via organizations, whether that's educational providers, organizations offering services to young people, corporates employing young people, or health and coaching providers. Our TAM is arguably pretty large because confidence is a huge issue, but I mentioned we're focusing initially on young people and those in North America and Europe, 5% of which is about 17.5 million people. And by December 24, we expect to reach 500,000 of annual recurring revenue, which is about 0.004 of our SOM, and look to break even by 26. We know that nudges work, but confidence is currently overlooked. So nudges work because, well, science, but also many competitors that use nudge-based methodology and total millions in revenue and downloads, but they don't focus on confidence. They don't have strong AI capability, Web3 elements, strong community, or personalization. They're actually quite generic. The way we go to market with young people is through corporate, like B2B pilots, testing the app en masse, and iterating the product alongside. Also partnerships with organizations that provide services to young people, so we can be an add-on to that. We build our own community, we leverage existing communities and hold events, and of course, traditional marketing, social media, and so on. Our core team is about 6 people. We are 25 overall, covering tech, AI, Web3 capabilities, as well as medical, therapeutic, confidence coaching, expertise, design, you name it. And we know confidence has struck a chord. We've heard from test users, we should be as big as Headspace. Our nudges really work. We've built a significant following and we're not even live. We have a strong B2C waitlist. We have a number of B2B pilots already secured, part of a number of incubators like Warwick, UCL, AWS, as well as we have really strong partners that work with us. We're also, for example, a Flux Labs partner, which is Web3. Q1 23, we're looking to finish our second version of the product, the full product, pilot it and iterate, and then expand thereon. And we're looking to raise a pre-seed of £700,000, which gives us an 18 months runway, augments about $500,000 worth of time and other in-kind support, cash invested to date, and really to get us to early product market fit and early monetization. And that's it.
Perfect timing. Thank you so much. This is amazing. It's a beautiful application and so important, especially targeting young people. So this is very exciting.
Thank
you. We just received the presentation. So I invite Christine. Are you ready to pitch?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, hi. Okay, yes,
Hi.
let me just share my screen. Give me 2 seconds here.
Christine will be talking to us about AquaPay.
Perfect. Yes, because I had to do that little update, if you remember.
Yes.
Okay, let me just present the screen. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. Okay. Can you see my screen? Is it? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let me just do it here. Okay, so hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Let me just start I like to record myself when I do my presentation. So, okay, so I'm here to introduce AquaPay, enabling business and freelancer make and receive payment globally. Okay, so the problem that we faced here is that we want to encourage the growth of creative in the industry. Africans have the lowest financial services in the world due to the lack of infrastructure and high transaction costs. In the past 10 years, they have seen a rapid increase of technology and remote talent working for global companies, especially with the penuries of, the penuries of tech worker in North America. We're really looking at the in Africa find it increasingly difficult to receive money from abroad. Can you hear me?
We can hear you well.
Okay. According to Index Finance, 8 out of every 10 remote workers and freelancers in Africa depend on their relative abroad to receive their freelance payments. So what is our solution? It's already, we already have a first version of our app. It's a web app, and we have some creative that's already enrolled into our app. So SwiftPlay AquaPay is leveraging the existing infrastructure of Web3 to enable business and freelancer in Africa make and receive payment globally. With AquaPay, businesses can easily pay all the remote workers seamlessly, and freelancers in Africa can receive the money in their wallet or convert it in local currency. What are some of the value added of this app? So African freelancers can receive their payment globally, the transactional transparency, no hidden fees, seamless and easy to use user interface. So they can spend in native currency, or they can also save in crypto, track and analyze financial history. The market validation process that we took here is that we know that Africa has become a huge talent base for hiring tech talent by companies and institutions globally. These concurrently has increased the volume of transaction and payment inbound to African talent. So we can see here, some of the value of transaction in Q1 2019 compared to Q3 2020, and we know that those e-payment and those transactions are going to keep on increasing as we continue to hire global talent sourcing it from Africa. So the market size, we know that is over 50 million youths that are underserved. There's an enormous amount of untapped opportunity in Africa for an effective means of receive payment globally for freelancer. The majority of the freelancers are still underserved. Tech savvy Africa is full of unloved traditional financial institution that caters only for the rich. African pay for some of the highest transaction fee to receive payment from abroad, which also takes a long time to process. The product AquaPay will allow our customer to do more with few clicks. We're enabling freelancer and business access to the global economy by making and receiving payments seamlessly. So some of the product, capability, multi-currency, they can receive payment. Vault allow our user to put money aside effortless for the future, money management tool. So we're also looking at this tool to be a little bank for those freelancers. You'll be able to, access different products as we grow in our time. So our revenue model, so transaction fee, forex, exchange, external transfer, custodial fees, currency swap of 1% when our user change currency, payment fees, interest fee, withdrawal, and so forth and so forth. And finally, here we have our customer acquisition process. So referral programs, freelance businesses, online marketing, and also word of mouth. Our competitor are PayPal, Flutterwave, but also companies like TapTapSend, SendWave that are currently using, but not in the best advantage to do what we're doing. So the team is composed for, people across Africa. We have Jerry, that is our Chief Operation Officer, CMO, our CTO and myself, I started my career in McKinsey Investment, where I work in mutual funds. And after that, I work with TapTapSend, which is a money exchange. It's an app that exchanges money between Africa, the southern region, and the rest of the world. So I have a lot of knowledge in acquiring those users and making a fruitful web app. So that's it for us. So if there's any question, I will take it. And thank you very much for this opportunity for having me pitch. Merci.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's perfect timing too. It's so important what you're doing on the possibilities that your company is bringing to everyone. I think we have Precious pitch ready. We're sharing the screen now. So Precious is presenting Design Pop. I'll let you start.
All right, thank you so much. And sorry about earlier. So moving straight to introduction, freelancing has made services affordable and has gainfully employed people, especially youths, regardless of age, race, and culture. It has also killed the problem of favoritism in workplaces and has greatly encouraged scalability. With the uprise of remote jobs in the nearest future, most companies will employ the services of freelancers because of its affordability. So this is where Design Pop Academy comes in to provide safe learning place that accommodates every willing individual within the ages of 14 to 40 to help equip them with in-demand digital skills that can prepare them for employment, as well as afford them a living irrespective of their academic background. Design Pop is a digital organization bred from the desire to build a focused community of exceptional designers and impactful writers in all spheres of design and writing. Our goal and mission. Finance has been an issue, especially for us in the underdeveloped countries, which is why our programs run on a monthly subscription fee of 1,000 Naira, which is approximately less than $2. Our mission is to bridge the gap between the unskilled and cost of acquiring the skill. The short-term goal is to serve about 6 African countries in 2025, while the long-term goal is to expand across the globe. Like they say, charity begins at home. On that note, I have been able to put together a team of practicing professionals in all niches of design and writing who are eager to give back through our platform. Our social hub. We are building a platform with features almost similar to those of Zoom, Coursera, Medium, and chatbots. Our Zoom feature allows us to stream our classes real time. Our Coursera features allow our tutors to sell their courses. Medium feature also allows trainees make money while learning. And then the chatbox feature allows private mentorship bookings. Just to mention a few of these features, we have other amazing the platform. So far, MVP, the academy plan. Our plan is to onboard 5,000 students for a start. And so far, the registration and acceptance have been massively encouraging. Our first cohort is kicking off on the 10th of January. And before that, we are hosting a 2-day free seminar on our LinkedIn page and Twitter page on the 7th and 8th of January, respectively. We have successfully invited CEOs and top personnel in the writing and design industry to come share their journey with our trainees, give career advice, and answer questions. Then the 9th and 10th is slated for orientation and induction classes. Seed funding. Having said that, we are on the lookout for partnership, sponsorship, and internship opportunities. We need partnership so as to reach a wider audience, sponsorship so as to empower secondary school students who do not have the tools to access, such as mobile phones, data, and laptops. Lastly, internship opportunities for our graduating cohorts to practice what they've been taught in class. This seed funding will help us register our company in the US in order to gain global recognition, complete our platform, and finally expose me to world-class mentorships who will guide me through this journey. In conclusion, I want to thank the 1,000 Faces for supporting female founders across the world, and also for the privilege to pitch my idea. Committee members, please do not forget to vote Design Poll. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Precious. You have her contact details. Thank you so much for this presentation and the opportunity to give high value skills, which normally cost a lot in different countries, and at a lower cost for people to be able to develop these skills and be able to jump into a professional level. So thank you for sharing this. Now I will present Shan Shiwin, who will be presenting BIA. And this one I'm very excited about. It's about empowering people to use their voice, I think either for singing or just in general. So I will let you explain more. Your presentation is up and running. So without further ado, I pass you the mic.
Thanks, Marlene. Hi, everyone. I'm Zan, co-founder and CEO of BIA, and I'm not okay. This has been a tough couple of years. Research from the World Health Organization shows that 1 billion people globally suffer from poor mental health every year. That means 1 out of 8 of us here today may also not be okay. What if I told you there was an answer? Something simple and safe that you could do every day that would increase your odds of feeling okay. And over time, better than okay. Would you try it? The odds are you already have. Singing is an intrinsic part of the human experience. We sing in the car, in the shower, to our kids, when we were kids, at karaoke with our friends, in church maybe, at sports games, an intrinsic part of the human experience. BIA is a platform that makes singing for your well-being easy and accessible. The fact is, singing is good for us. It improves mood, decreases stress and anxiety, and has been linked with slowing the progression of neurodegenerative disease. We started BIA based on the simple idea that if we could make it easy to start singing on a daily basis, we would have a significant impact on mental health and well-being globally. To start, we wanted to meet people where they already are, at work and at home. Our corporate wellness program consists of in-person and online singing workshops to help build stronger teams, ease the stress of daily work, and to bring a lightness of being to the middle of the workday. Our current clients include ExxonMobil, BAE Systems, and the UK National Health Service. Over time, we have accumulated dozens of testimonials that say things like, "I stayed in my job because of this program." But at the heart of who we are and what we want to achieve is impact. So we've opened the digital portion of our programs to charities all over the UK looking to support their community's well-being through programs like ours. Current partners include Clarion Housing, Barchester Care Homes, and the National Federation of Women's Institutes. This important work is the thread that has pulled our powerful team together. I have worked at the epicenter of startup tech and music for 10 years, while simultaneously growing my work to mentor idea stage female founders around the UK. Building, supporting, and collaborating with female founders, particularly coming out of the pandemic, has been the momentum that drives me forward as a change maker for and in support of women. And my co-founder, Susie, has spent her career founding charities and progressing the work of giving everyone access to the power in their own unique voice. We have surrounded ourselves with a constellation of women advisors, experts in their field, most of whom donate their time because they believe that we are at the forefront of this wave toward building singing as a new vertical within the wellness space. More and more people worldwide are looking for engaging ways to support their mental health and well-being. Apps like Headspace and Calm have opened our minds to what daily wellness practice can look like. With our B2B2C program growing at a steady rate, we are well situated to execute our long-term plan to establish ourselves as a thriving wellness company. In Q4 2022, we successfully trialed our program in Southampton with a tight-knit ecosystem of businesses, honing it to be both a repeatable and scalable process. In 2023, we are aiming to roll out our program in other cities, one at a time across the UK and the US. To scale our growth globally and to help as many people as possible access this activity we all have within our grasp, we have built an app that makes it easy for anyone to adopt daily singing as part of their wellness routine and helps you build your habit through gamification and fun, easy to play games. We have a first mover advantage in the Singing for Wellbeing space in terms of proprietary tech, our long-standing experience in music, and the momentum building in our corporate wellness program. I'm proud to have been chosen as an eligible candidate for the 1,000 Faces Female Founder Program. I couldn't have gotten to this point without the encouragement of the women around me, but we all know that without expert support mechanisms for this next phase of growth and tangible funding, our vision to support the mental health of people worldwide won't be possible. I thank you and the community members for your time, and I look forward to showing you what we can achieve in this next phase of this evaluation process. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a beautiful presentation. I've heard that when a woman falls in love with her voice, there's nothing that can stop her. So it's a beautiful. Thank you for this. We have our last speaker for the day, Terry Sofia Quesela. She will be presenting us Azana. And this one is also so important. We've all experienced about having jobs and maybe having difficult management, and so her company really is focused on the employees themselves. I will pass her on the mic and I will let her explain her project. Welcome, Terry.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to try to share my screen. Preview. This says that I need to give some kind of an permission. Sorry.
It's okay.
Let's see. Wait. Okay, I should quit and then come back if I want to do it. Can you see it?
We can see it.
Yes.
Great.
Let's go. Okay. So hi. Okay. So yes, I'm Terry Sofia from Azana, and I'm presenting to you our startup called Choosing You platform. And yeah, we wanted to acknowledge this issue that we all have probably experienced, is that we work with bad companies. The environment was toxic and it just didn't make us feel good. So this is actually what 85% of workers who experience mental distress in the workplace, it comes from work. So we wanted to address this, and because mentally unwell employees are also expensive for the companies. The depression causes 200 million lost workdays, costing annually up to 44 billion to employers. The productivity gets way lower, and it costs about 1.8 trillion each year. And the turnover is huge as well. As you can see from there, it's 2 times more. It costs 2 times of the employee's salary, and also other hidden costs, because it's very taskful to onboard new employees. So here is our approach, how we want to address this challenge. And actually, holistic well-being has been invented and discovered 5,000 years ago in India. But what we can see mostly in the markets, it's the physical and mental aspect addressed. We want to also address the spiritual one. So that is our first MVP mostly, because yeah, as you can see that this is already, there's products and providers who are already addressing the physical and mental. So spiritual is our first. And here we want to clarify the tools that we have and the methods that we are using. So we are involving everyone in the company, because sustainable change requires changing the company culture as well from top to bottom. Especially important is to address the top, who defines all the company values and methods and the whole culture. And the second aspect, the tool we want to use is instant aid. So instead of leaving the employees alone with their concerns and waiting to have aid, we want to solve the problem immediately, and we connect them with this kind of an spiritual well-being experts, and it's completely anonymous and easy, unstigmatizing threshold to enter this service. We want to also boost the self-reliance by giving a practice bank where the people can learn by themselves independently. This is our team. We are a combination of well-being, spiritual expertise, and also the corporational knowledge. And we are currently based mostly in Helsinki, which is one of the leaders in the innovation, startup innovations. The market that we are addressing is the 4.2 trillion market of wellness industry. Also, the corporate wellness market was valued at 57.3 billion in 21, and it's expected to reach 109.4 billion by 2030. And Europe is the second largest workplace wellness market with 17 billion after USA. 25% European workers now have access to workplace wellness programs. And here is our go-to-market. We are going to start to piloting the MVP. We are identifying the English-speaking companies that already use wellness services, systematically building trustworthy communities and brand image. We are going to enhance customer experience and product development. We are going, and after that, we are measure the impact and growth. Our funding need is 300,000 for the platform development, salaries, and marketing. Thank you. That was it. And thank you for your time and consideration. I was a little bit thrown off by this hustle, but hope you got most out of this.
Thank you so much for sharing. For today, we're done with the pitching sessions. I will be sharing one last time my screen. Can you see the? Okay. So this is once again the QR code for the eligible projects. Like this, you can find all these projects, description about each one of them. And for voting, let's go in the voting one. Okay, I will finish with this. Thank you for the 5 of you to present your projects today. Every time I hear each project, I get so excited. The impact, it's amazing. And we wish everyone a happy new year, and for all the projects, the best of luck. Thank you for participating, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 3:30. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.